You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can't get.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you an Ikea hack. I'm sure you guys have all seen those Ikea shelves. I have no clue how to say it, but I will type the name of the shelf right here. You can buy the brackets separate and the shelf part separate, or you can actually buy them together. They are about, in the US, I think they run about $12.99 a shelf with the brackets. And the brackets themselves, I want to say they're $5 a piece, but if you go on Amazon, they are like, they're like $18 for two of them. So I really wanted two shelves for my daughter's room that was a white shelf with wooden, natural wood color toned brackets. And I kept seeing it from Ikea, kept seeing it. Well, we live 2 hours from an Ikea and I was not about to go get one, go to Ikea 2 hours away for a $13 shelf. And I looked up because they do ship, but it was gonna cost me an extra $10. So these two shelves were gonna run me close to 50 bucks. So I was like, oh, I bet I could make that, but I was only gonna make it if it was gonna cost me less. So I searched and searched and searched. I looked at pricing it together at Home Depot, pricing it at Lowe's, and even looked on Target.com, Walmart, and I could not find anything. Everything I was coming out to be over $100, which was ridiculous. So then I decided to look at Hobby Lobby, and they have an aisle where it's all just raw wood. Nothing's been done to it. You can do whatever you want to it, and they had the shelves exactly how I wanted them. So they all came raw, and what I decided to do is I was gonna take and tape off the brackets, keep those the raw wood, and then I was gonna paint the shelf white. So that's what I'm gonna show you guys here. So stay tuned if you want to do an Ikea hack, if you don't live close to an Ikea. And oh, these shelves too were 40% off. And if they're not 40% off when you go, you actually can get a 40% off coupon, and that made them $8.99. That's for the whole shelf. Okay, so the items that you will need for this project would be some form of white paint, or honestly, whatever color you want to paint your shelves. If you're gonna do it like me, then you'll need some white paint. I do have some white primer, and what I'm gonna do is I actually have this from, I wanna say I got this at Joann Fabrics or Michael's, one of those a long time ago. So this is what it is. It's just whatever, the chalk paint. But I'm gonna go ahead and try this. If it comes out not white enough, I do have some primer that I can just throw over it. I have a very cheap brush that I am just going to use that I found instead of just getting out one of my really nice brushes. So we have that, and then wherever you choose to do this project at, you probably want to lay something down unless it's on your garage floor and you don't mind getting paint on the floor. So I chose to do it actually in the house at our dining room table. So I have this canvas backdrop type of whatever they're called. You get them at Lowe's for really cheap. But this is what I'm gonna lay on our table so it doesn't get paint on our table. And then you need blue painter's tape or green, whatever color you wanna get it in. I have actually already taped off one of the shelves, so I just taped it off around there so I don't paint the brackets. If you wanna sand the shelves, you can. I'm just kind of winging this. I don't feel like getting the sander out right now, so I'm not gonna be sanding it. And it really just doesn't look that bad. I mean, there's a scuff here, but this will be painted and it should look good. It's really not that bad. Okay, so first thing you wanna do is prep your workspace. And so I gotta clean all this off and lay out my rag thing here and get going. I was told it's a drop cloth.
Night I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
is I'm gonna go ahead and I got a paper plate so I can just pour my paint onto there, because I know that this brush is not going to fit in this tiny can. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to pull the stickers off of here, paint the underside of this one first since I have it taped, and then I'm gonna go back over here and finish taping this one off. Hopefully this will be dry by then and I can like flip it over. I'm pretty sure I might have to do more than one coat of this, which is fine, but that way I can work simultaneously and it should hopefully go fast.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. Is that supposed to look like that? Is this still good? Look at it. Change of plans. I am not going to use this because I don't know if chalk paint is supposed to like wiggle around like that, but I know being lazy and like trying to do things one way, but I know I ain't about to ruin this. So I'm gonna go get my primer.
No, nothing can break me.
Okay, so I got this now. So this is something that I've had for a while, not as long as the other paint, and I trust this a little bit more. So we're gonna go with this. This is also a white. Actually, the name of it is Her Dainties, I guess. I didn't even know that I really tinted this, but I guess I did, and it's a white. So I have that. If you guys don't know what this little doohickey is, and you paint a lot, I don't know if it'll focus, there we go. I suggest that you get it. What it is it literally just helps open your can. It's so you don't have to use, like I used to always use a screwdriver or a flathead in it, but this is just so much easier. And I also lied, I decided to go get one of my really good brushes, and I don't know, I'm just scared that it looks like these are already gonna come apart. This was like something I bought at the craft store. I'm not quite sure. I think when I used to make signs all the time, I would just use these. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go with my good Valspar 2-inch brush. Tip for you when you are painting with a chalk paint, it does kind of give you that antique-y look, or that, I don't know, like farmhouse look. It kind of has the brush strokes you can see a lot, and if you don't want that and you only have chalk paint, my suggestion is to put it in a separate can or bowl and spray it with water. That way it will kind of thin it out and it will go on a lot smoother. I did this when we did our spare bathroom renovation, and I did it to our vanity. I used a Rust-Oleum chalk paint, and to thin it out, because I did not want that chalky finish, but I wanted the durability of chalk paint, all I did was spray it with some water before putting it on my brush.
Pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart,
finally done. I did do 2 coats, and then I actually took them into Emma's room just to check the lighting in there, because the lighting through these windows are like super bright. In her room, these are gonna be next to a window, so I was like, I'm not gonna be super like anal about it, so I put it up there, and there was one spot just on the front that you can kind of still see the wood grain, so I put like a 3rd coat over that. But overall, it was just 2 coats of this Valspar chalk paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the tape, and let's just pray that it didn't bleed through.
Last night we had something. Tonight I'll be guessing.
Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted it to look like. I mean, I did not spend any extra money. I did not have to buy paint because I already had paint, already had brushes, already had the tape. And so this project literally cost me $8.99 with the 40% off. If you did not have the 40% off, it is, I think these were $14.99, but believe me people, if you're gonna buy these from Hobby Lobby, just go to their website, or they have a like an ad when you first walk through the door. Pick that up and just use a 40% off. And if you need more than one, do more than one transaction. Do not pay full price for this. Like, I never pay full price for anything at Hobby Lobby. You guys, this is exactly pretty much the Ikea dupe. Like, I am so proud with this. I cannot wait to show you guys what they look like up on the wall. And I think I'm gonna keep that underneath that natural color because I kind of like it. So excited.
Your place.
There they are. I'm so excited. This is exactly what I wanted. It looks so good. Now for the fun part of styling them.